Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to briefly talk to you about the buy-under prices and ideal buy-in prices that I'm giving you guys, because a few of you have shown some concerns that my prices are a little bit low and that maybe the stocks just don't ever get there. So I just wanted to address that real fast. So for me, I don't know if you guys watch Zip Trader at all, but he always says this thing about trade like a spoiled brat, meaning be patient and wait for a good deal before you buy a stock. I'm honestly the same way. Like, I'm waiting for a good deal before I buy a stock. I have lived through the dot-com bubble. I lived through the financial crisis. I traded during both of those. I have seen stock markets run up massively. I have seen the stock market crash. Right now, we are in a speculative bubble. What that means is a market crash is coming. I don't think it's going to come soon because the Fed is pumping so much money into the market that it's artificially inflating the stock market right now. But eventually, once the Fed stops printing money, we will see a market crash, which at this point is at least a year overdue. So I'm cautious, okay? I'm cautious. Now we're in a speculative bubble. So there's incredible opportunity to make huge, insane amounts of growth and gains right now that, I mean, it's literally like a once in a decade opportunity to make the kinds of gains that we're seeing right now. Stocks running up 1,000%. We haven't seen anything like this since the dot-com bubble, okay? We haven't seen anything like this since 1999. It's insane, all right? Literally a once-in-a-decade opportunity right now. So, yes, it's a good time to be risky. Yes, it's a good time to get in stocks. But I also caution you guys to be careful. We've seen a lot of stocks run up massively and then tank right back down. And a lot of people bought the run up, and then they held, and then they lost tons of money. So that's why I like to wait. I like to wait for the sell-off and then buy then so that we can then go back up. I don't like to buy while it's running up because it's going to sell off and you're going to lose money. So that's why I generally set a little bit lower buy-under prices than where the stock is currently at because I'm waiting for a dip. Sometimes I'll say, look, buy under price now, go for it. We've got a few of those today for you even. But sometimes I'm looking at some stock that has run up massively and I'm going to wait for it to come back down. TLRY is a great example. Ran up massively. Did I jump in? Did I say buy, buy, buy? No, of course not. I set a really low buy under price. And you're about to find out it's now below our buy under price. So that's why I set these prices low, so that you can get a good deal and you can maximize your profits and limit your risk. That's the whole point. We want to maximize profits, limit risk. So that's why the buy-under prices are low. I hope that helps you guys out, helps you understand why I'm setting my buy-under prices perhaps a little bit lower than some other people. But actually, if you go watch the other YouTubers that I include on this channel, you're going to find out that they're setting the same buy-under prices that I am. They might be, 5% higher, 1% higher, but generally they're in the same price range that I'm at. We're all cautious. We're all conservative. And honestly, if you're just buying stocks that are running up, you're just gambling, okay? 9 out of 10 times you're going to lose money. You might make that one stock that runs up massively and has a, 900% return, but 9 out of 10 times you're going to lose money. So I don't like playing that way. If you could want to do that, that's fine. It's ultra high risk. It can work out, especially in a market like we're in right now. It's just not for me, and I don't recommend it. It's not a good way to get sustainable long-term gains. The best way to get sustainable long-term gains is by being cautious and buying stocks on dips. So that's that. All right, guys, let's get into today's stock picks. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every day watching YouTube videos from the top 10 YouTubers so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch this one video each day and you will get every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers. And all I ask in return is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, guys, before we get started, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I follow are financial advisors either. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who are wondering, I am using the Webull desktop app in all of my videos, and it is also the app that I use for trading. Also, I am recording this video a little bit early tonight. I'm recording at about 6 p.m. My time. And just in the time that I started recording, I can already see 3 YouTubers have posted videos. So we might miss out on a few stock picks today. But honestly, I mean, they've had 3 days to post their stock picks. If they can't get it done by 6 p.m. Mountain Time on the Monday, on a 3-day weekend, then, well, I'm sorry, shame on them. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. First up is AAPL, Apple. Ken and Grace reminded us that they are still looking for a partner to help them develop their first EV car. AAPL might go up once they confirm who they are working with. Also, the most recent analyst price target came in at $175, which represents a 29% upside from Friday's closing price. Next, if you look at the chart, you can see the AAPL is at the bottom of its trend line, so now is a great time to buy. I will put a buy-in price at $137, an ideal buy-in price at $135, and a stop-loss price at $132. Next up is BNGO. This is Bionanogenomics. StockMo mentioned BNGO as one of 3 penny stocks to buy now. It looks like it has set a new trend line, so based upon that, I'm going to give you a buy-in price of $13, an ideal buy-in price of $12.50, and a stop-loss price of $10. Next up is CCIV. This is a SPAC rumored to be merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an American EV company and a competitor to Tesla. Today, StockMo read the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ rules on what companies are allowed to say and what they must say regarding rumors. In short, when rumors are leaked and those rumors are false, they must promptly deny or clarify. If the rumors are true, the company must publicly state the status of the negotiations. So StockMo is saying that based upon his understanding of the rules, CCIV must make a statement soon. Ken and Grace reminded us that a lot of institutions are buying CCIV and recommends doubling down on CCIV if a merger is confirmed. Next up is CRNT. This is Ceragon, and they're an Israeli 5G networking company. Smart Trader sees an inverse head and shoulder pattern on this stock. It's a bullish pattern, but not a particularly strong indicator. The head and shoulders pattern only works about 60% of the time. Now, I drew out what Smart Trader is seeing for you with the blue line, but personally, I'm not really seeing it. You almost have to ignore the huge run up on January 19th, and then the head is really small too. Regardless, I do think CRNT is going to continue going up since it broke through the $5.70 resistant level on Friday, represented by the orange line. So if you want to play this, you can buy on Tuesday. I would set a stop loss at $5.40 in case the breakout fails to hold. Smart Trader said he will sell half his shares at $7 and hold the rest until $8 or $9. Next up is FTFT. This is Future FinTech, and well, this should be interesting, because Chris Sain told his viewers to sell and take profits, and Smart Trader told his viewers that he's buying. So what's going on? Well, we can see that we had a massive run-up on Friday, and that's why Chris Sain told his viewers to sell and take profits. But technically, we can also see a nice U-shape. Now this could form a cup, which could be followed by a handle later this week. A handle is a second U-shape but smaller than the first one. If that handles, then this is a strong bullish pattern, and it will most likely break out above the $8.60 resistance level. So basically, Smart Trader is recommending you buy the shares that Chris Sain's viewers are going to be selling. Buy the dip at around $7 or ideally $6.50 and then hold. Just for safety, I would put a stop loss at $5. This could drop back down to $5.50 before going back up. If we're lucky enough to see it get down to $5.50, you might want to take a larger position. By the way, if FTFT breaks out above $8.60 on Tuesday, you can still buy the breakouts. That just means that FTFT is breaking out above the resistance level and will probably get back to $11 quickly. Ultimately, smart traders looking to sell somewhere between $12 and $15. Next up is GM. This is General Motors, and they're an American vehicle manufacturer getting into EVs. One of the reasons we cut down from the top 15 YouTubers down to the top 10 YouTubers was so that I could spend more time analyzing stocks and coming up with my own stock picks for you guys. So here we are with my first stock pick, GM. Now I know General Motors isn't very sexy, meaning it doesn't have the same hype that a lot of the other companies have. But I think you're going to find that the growth potential on this stock is excellent, and this makes for a great long-term hold. Now I bought GM back on January 28th when they announced that they were going to be selling 100% electric vehicles by 2035. Yesterday, they announced a new all-electric Chevy Volt SUV that will be available later this year. Their new EV will also include an upgraded hands-free driving mode that uses facial recognition to make sure the driver is paying attention, so there's no need to touch the steering wheel while the automated system is driving. Their SUV EV also has a low starting price of only $34,000, while their new car EV has a starting price of only $32,000. The downside is that the battery only has a range of 250 miles, but that's still plenty for the 99% of drivers, and I think with the low price point on these vehicles, the battery range will quickly be overlooked. And over the next 4 years, GM plans to release 30 new electric vehicles globally. Also, Chevy is currently the #2 EV brand in the United States, right behind Tesla. And with GM already established in the global marketplace, I think GM is well positioned to quickly outgrow Tesla in worldwide EV sales. Now let's compare Tesla's fundamentals to GM's. For starters, GM has a price to earnings ratio of 12.56, while Tesla has a price to earnings ratio of 1,337.6. So if GM were to be valued where Tesla is valued right now, GM's stock price would have to increase 10,650%. Now that either speaks to the ridiculously high valuation of Tesla or the ridiculously low valuation on GM. In this case, I think it speaks to both. Now I'm not saying the GM stock price will go up over 10,000% to over $5,600 a share, especially since Tesla is in a slightly better position than GM financially. But what I am saying is that as an EV manufacturer, GM is significantly undervalued compared to other EV stocks. So I'm going to give you a buy-under price of $57, an ideal buy-in price of $54, and a stop-loss price of $45. I will also give you a price target of $70 for now, but I will increase that price target if GM starts getting mentioned by other YouTubers or on Reddit and hype increases. If GM starts getting valued like all of the other EV companies, then I can see it getting to $500 within the next 5 years. Also in the short term, we do have a cup and handle pattern forming, this being the cup, and this being the handle if their EV announcement from today pushes the stock price up this week. If that happens, it should break out and continue going up. Next up is NDRA. This is Indra Life Sciences. This is a short-term trade for Smart Trader based upon the fact that this has formed a bull flag pattern. The way to swing trade these is to wait for confirmation that the stock will break out to the upside. And actually, we can see that it did do that Friday after hours. So I'll give an ideal buy-in price on this at $2.65. Now Smart Trader plans to wait until it hits $3, which is the previous high, and then sell half of his shares. He then plans to enter a stop loss and limit order at the same time. His limit order will be placed at $3.50, and his stop loss will be placed at $2.65. What that means is that if it hits $3.50, his remaining half will sell, and if it drops back down to $2.65, his remaining half will sell. So either he's going to sell at the price he bought, or he's going to sell at a nice profit. Now to set that up in Webull, what you do is you click on sell, and then you change the order type to stop. You'll enter your stop price of $2.65. Then you're going to click Take Profit, and you're going to enter a limit price of $3.50. Then you click Sell. Again, don't do that until after it hits $3 and after you've sold half of your position. When you do that, you'll end up locking in profits on half your position at $3, and then the other half will either drop back down to around the price you paid, or it will go up and you'll lock in profits at $3.50. If you're still confused on how all this works, I encourage you to watch Smart Trader's video that he uploaded Sunday afternoon because he explains the play in more detail. Next up is NIO, NEO. NIO is a Chinese EV manufacturer, and Ken Grace reiterated that this is a great long-term hold, and he recommends building a position in NIO. Next up is OEG, Orbital Energy. This is a solar panel company. It's been a long time since we talked about OEG. The last time we talked about it, it had a $3 price target, and look where it's at now. StockMo mentioned OEG today. He noted a Seeking Alpha article where Orbital Energy is becoming a market leader in solar farm construction. StockMo also gave a $17 year-end price target on OEG. Now technically you can see this beautiful ascending triangle happening. That is a bullish sign. We have resistance at $9.50, but as the consolidation gets closer and closer to the end of the triangle, eventually it's going to break out above $9.50 and continue going higher. So I'm not going to give you a buy under or ideal buy-in price on this one. If you want to buy this, I would just buy it on Tuesday because it's already at the bottom end of the triangle, and it should keep going higher. I will give you a stop loss price of $7 just to be safe. Next up is OGI. This is Organigram Holdings. Chris Sain mentioned OGI today. He listed this as a quote-unquote easy money play last week. Apparently a lot of his viewers bought and they're still holding. Chris Sain showed this as a great example of why you shouldn't be greedy. When you're up 50% or 100%, take profits. You don't want to keep holding hoping this thing is going to go to the moon and then it tanks back down and you lose your money. Next up is SENS. This is Senseonics, and they're an implantable blood sugar glucose monitoring manufacturer. I covered SENS in depth yesterday, and I just wanted to give you some additional information that my financial friend mentioned today. In short, another YouTuber, Dr. Dean Investing, took a look at SENS's most recent study results on their 180-day system and said that the results look accurate. That is good news because it increases the likelihood that Senseonics will get FDA approval for their 180-day system. I will remind you that I plan to buy SENS Tuesday, and Ken Grace recommends buying SENS on Tuesday also. Now I plan to hold long term. I don't have any price targets on SENS because this is a long-term hold, and your buy-in price isn't super important on long-term holds. Next up is SOXL. This is a semiconductor 3-time leverage ETF. StockMo will be buying SOXL on Tuesday. StockMo thinks this triple leveraged ETF has the best potential for growth in 2021. That's because there is a worldwide shortage of semiconductors right now due to very high demand and limited resources. So anytime you have high demand and low supply, prices are going to go up. And when prices go up, profits go up. So I agree that the semiconductor industry should do well this year. No price targets on this one. This should be a long-term hold for you until either the demand in semiconductors cools off or the semiconductor supply chain increases to meet demand. Once that happens, then sell. Next up is SUNW. This is Sunworks, and they're a renewable energy company specifically focused on solar. Okay, the last time I looked at this one, I had a buy-under price of $5. It hit that price on January 5th, and wow, look at it now. I bring up SUNW because StockMo mentioned it as one of 3 penny stocks to buy now. But I think that between OEG and SUNW, OEG is a much better play. The chart on OEG looks great, while the chart on SUNW is really not looking good. I personally cannot recommend buying SUNW right now. It consolidated and it looks like it's going to continue to go lower. Next up is TTOO. This is T2 Biosystems. They're a genomics company similar to BNGO. Ken Grace recommends putting TTOO on your watch list. They have a conference presentation on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and that could be another catalyst for this stock. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I just want to go over some stocks that I've mentioned over the past 4 weeks that are now at their buy-under price or their ideal buy-in price. I do want to stress that this is not a recommendation to buy. I just want to let you know that if you've had these on your watch list, that they are now at my buy-under prices that I've set sometime in the past 4 weeks. Make sure you do your own research and make sure these are still a good buy before you get in. All right, first up is ABML. We had a buy-under price of $4 and an ideal buy-in price of $3.75. It closed Friday at $3.84. The next up is BEEM. We had a buy-under price of $70 and an ideal buy-in price of $60. It closed Friday at $62.76. Next up is Citigroup. We had a buy-under price of $66 and a ideal buy-in price of $65, and it closed Friday at $63.63. Next up is CLII. We had a buy-under price of $20.50 and a ideal buy-in price of $19.50, and it closed Friday at $20.03. Next up is CLOV. We had a buy-under price of $15 and a ideal buy-in price of $14.50, and it closed Friday at $12.08. Next up is FB, Facebook. We had a buy-under price of $275 and a ideal buy-in price of $265, and it closed Friday at $270.50. Next up is GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming. We had a buy-under price of $21 and a ideal buy-in price of $20, and it closed Friday at $18.32. Next up is IDEX. We had a buy-under price of $5 and a ideal buy-in price of $4.75, and it closed Friday at $4.62. Next up is Li Auto. We had a buy-under price of $40 and a ideal buy-in price of $30, and it closed Friday at $31.85. Next up is PLTR. We had a buy-under price of $33 and a ideal buy-in price of $31.50, and it closed Friday at $31.91. Next up is SBE. We had a buy-under price of $40 and a ideal buy-in price of $38, and it closed Friday at $37.98. Next up is TLRY. We had a buy-under price of $30 and a ideal buy-in price of $27, and it closed Friday at $29. Next up is TSLA. We had a buy-under price of $820 and a ideal buy-in price of $800, and it closed Friday at $816. Next up is TTCF. We had a buy-under price of $26 and a ideal buy-in price of $23, and it closed Friday at $23.42. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Boy, I am excited for the markets to reopen tomorrow. It's been a long 3-day weekend. I'm just itching to make some money. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is for this week. And if you want to get some free stocks, sign up for Webull or SoFi using my link in the description below. That's going to help you out with some free stocks. They're also going to give me one free stock. Helps you out and helps the channel out also. Finally, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.